Hello everybody. Today we're going to check back on Link. This is the monthly which we drew with my charts and analysis a week ago, and today I want to expand on it a bit, see if we can come up with some new ideas, see where the market is at, and if you can formulate a new plan. Well, yesterday or last week we were around $17–18 when I made the analysis. I told everybody I wasn't interested in taking a trade right there as a trader perspective. Why? Because we were actually in the middle of no man's land. And in no man's land, it's always gambling. And what do traders, or what is it traders don't like to do? They don't like to gamble. Traders like to make an informed decision based on the data and the charts they see, and preferably even keep track of their data and their trades so they can make an estimated guess or a calculated guess on, or not even a guess, a calculated decision on what the probabilities are according to your own analysis, whether the chart is more likely to go up, down, or sideways. The good thing is that it doesn't matter for us if the chart is going up, down, or sideways. In any case, a trader can make money. Although it is definitely easier in a flat out bull run to make money than it is in a sideways market or in a downwards market. And I attribute this mostly to the idea that the upside potential is unlimited and the downside potential is always back down to zero, which is kind of finite. So taking a long always has a better or an easier perspective to look at than a short. All right, enough side chatter. Today we are going to take a look at the Link Bitcoin chart. That is the beauty of crypto. You always have more data which you can use to make an analysis. So we are looking at the monthly here. Of Link Bitcoin, and well, this chart is completely blank. So what do we see here? Well, we have had a major bull run versus Bitcoin in August and September 2020. Actually, way before the actual bull run of 2021. And if you look at it like this, then you see that as well, that here as well, the volume has been declining heavily, indicating to me that with a price which has also been severely depreciating against Bitcoin, the volume is decreasing. That so far we still have more sellers than buyers, but the buyers or the sellers seem to be getting exhausted slowly. What we also see is that we are currently at a macro level of support. If I draw here my monthly line, we see that we have made a monthly level here. We've bounced off it in September and January 2021, moved back up, and now we are grinding it on levels of support. So we always say that the more a line gets tested or a support or resistance, the likelier it is to get broken at some point. So there are a few other levels, monthly levels to look at, which are interesting to remember. Let's not hope we get here. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if we get here. I mean, the lower we get, the more upside potential I'd see there is. So these are some monthly levels to the downside, and I'd say this is a very nice monthly level to the upside. This would have been a level 2, but it's been traded through once, twice, and 3 times. So I'm not very keen on holding this level on, but for now I will keep it on. Why? Because there aren't many other levels which I'm interested in at this point. I mean, we can draw them even higher, but they're so far away that it's not really useful to draw these lines. It will only clutter the chart. So if we go to the weekly levels, we sort of see the same thing happening. A bit more details, a bit more short term. You can really see how the volume is getting lower, and how that the bull run was actually on relatively low volume compared to what happened before, the 2020 run. So are there some interesting weekly levels? Well, it's not that much at this point. So because these are so close, I'd call this an area of support. I don't think I want to add much more at this point. So what we see here is about an 80% correction from 2020, and about a 67% correction from last year. So let's look at the charts from LINKUSDT. Let's clean it up for now, because it's way too clouded for me at this point. So even though the chart is a lot different, it's still quite similar. So we have a weekly or monthly level of support below us, which we've reached in 2020. And versus USDT, we've touched it only once. So with only drawing a few lines, plans are already starting to formulate, for me at least. You can see that we are currently grinding on support, which means that for a trader, currently you would only be looking for longs, because you long the bottom and you short the top. Of course, we cannot predict whether we go up or down. Make a decision, we have to see how the market reacts when we finally get to the level. At this point, there are some plans to be made. If you look at the Bitcoin link chart, you would say that another touch of this support without volume, a bounce would be weak. Nonetheless, it's possible. So if we touch this line, you could be looking for a long. You see that volume is coming in and buyers are stepping in. If you fall below, then actually for me the next level to look for a long would be all the way down here, which might not look much, but it's actually another decrease of price versus Bitcoin of 32%. And the same would be for the dollar price. So if Link reaches about $9.30, or in sats about 2400, 0.3 zeros, 2400 Bitcoin per Link, I will be very interested in a long. What you do see is, again, that the volume is dropping off, so the interest in Link has been decreasing. For me, still on a fundamental level, it is quite surprising. Link has a monopoly as a data oracle, and staking is coming live soon. So personally, for Link, I will be looking at longs at the current support level where we're almost at, or a level below. Again, Link always seems to move when Bitcoin doesn't. So I'm not sure if we are going to have to see a full Bitcoin bear market before Link starts moving again. What we do see is that the usage of Link is increasing every month. So fundamentally, I'd still be interested. Look for longs at these supports. And again, that's for a trader. For an investor, I would say that Link medium term to long term is a very good investment. But remember to dollar cost average. Buying here or around here seems very decent to say the least. But if we break through this current support we're holding, then we still have another 33% move to the downside to make before we can actually test a whole new support level. So once again, stay patient. Look at the volume coming in, look at the reactions of the market at our support levels, and base your decision on that. That's it for today on Link. See you all next